That's great. I think that hope really does come through in your work because it's rarely like a negative video that you have. It's always something that really comes out at the end of it, some sort of an empowering message. And I think that really shines through. And your cookbook and really your storytelling in general, it's a really compelling combination of your personal story, the Korean culture and history, and also like celebration of the Korean diaspora. I love so many tidbits in your cookbook, like finding spam and kimchi jjigae and like rinsing rice. And, I loved your reference to even My Lovely's Hamsun, which is a really throwback. But how do you, bring your culture and your heritage, but also make it into universally relatable themes for your audience, whether it's family or food or exploring your past?
Well, I think that that's a tricky subject too, right? Because on the one hand, I think it's important for people to feel like they can celebrate their differences, that they can highlight the uniqueness of their stories, particularly if they are a story of diaspora. I think that one of the most empowering things is to take something that is used to other us, right, as Korean Americans, Asian Americans, AANHPI members, and turn that around and celebrate that, right? And say, you know what, I am different, but I'm going to use that to empower myself, right? But on the other hand, I also want people to feel like even if we're different, even if my food looks different, even if my food smells different, you still need to eat and you still like delicious food, right? You still want to use food to nourish your body. There are all these points of connection that show and demonstrate that as human beings, there's so much that connects us, that makes us relatable to one another. And it's on those points, along whatever story arc you're sharing, that we can build some type of consortium with people who are totally different from us in order to create something that's more beautiful, that's more hopeful. And I think that's very necessary. So that is really what I'm trying to do, is while highlighting the unique beauty of the diaspora, of the immigrant story, also showing non-immigrants, hey, there's so much we have in common.